That gut-wrenching feeling you have seeing this isn't an accident. First, Resident Evil 9 makes you like Grace Ashcroft, and then they show you a scene like the one with her mom. Therefore, it becomes blatantly obvious that they are punishing you for liking her. And you know how Resident Evil games be, they like to find the edge and then push it. So even though this scene was already horrible, they get so much worse the further you get into the story. Not just because you like her more, it's also that the moments get more horrifying. Now this game doesn't just have a constant text bubble that says, "Please like her, pretty please." There are multiple moments that make you subconsciously like her. From the moment you meet her, there's just already something silly about her.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
He said one thing to you and you drop all your shit already. She also stutters like hell.
That's the
And in the nicest way possible, it's extremely funny. And even though she stutters, she also gives some one-liners that made me audibly laugh.
Give me a fucking break.
Call me weird for finding this funny, I don't care, it's hilarious. And it doesn't just end with the funny haha for reasons why people like her. Even though she went through some horrific stuff, and I mean, it's bad. I'll show you in a second. She still keeps pushing forward every single time. For example, jumping down holes where you can't see the bottom. She really has that David Goggins mindset for sure. Now remember how I said horrific stuff? Yeah, there is a reason why this bald-headed motherfucker isn't really liked. Grace's mom got killed in a hotel right in front of her. And judging by her behavior, she still remembers it like it was yesterday. And now her boss wants her to go investigate another murder that happened in the exact same hotel. Ruthless shit, Robert. Like I mentioned earlier, Goggins' mindset. So even with those flashbacks of her mom's murder, she still carries on. And this leads her right to Victor. A crazy looking, extremely calm acting scientist who is completely obsessed with Grace. And the scariest part about that obsession is that it doesn't even seem personal, more on a business transactional level. Victor ends up choking her out before she or we can get any more information. And this is how we ended up strapped to a bed upside down. Right here is a perfect moment to show why us caring was so important in the first place. If this was just a random lady with no prior cutscenes showing personality or humanity at all, then she might as well have just been one of those pedestrians that got infected by Vector on the street. She would have gotten kicked in the head by Leon and it would have been that. But why her? Victor was talking all crazy, her mom got murdered by this half-dead dude, and her mom hid something from her behind a painting. So what the hell is it about Grace? Till this moment, there was no pity to be had for Grace. Confusion had me in a chokehold, and rightfully so, cause what the hell was any of that about? But since Grace is hanging upside down in the middle of nowhere, it feels like we are on the same level of knowledge now. And by the time you realize this, it's already time for Grace to get tortured. Can I just say, the introduction to the girl was sublime. Actually, it was so well done. But what better way to process that previous trauma by getting chased around by a monster? Not to mention, the monster wants to bite your head off. Other than being horrifically scared here, I kinda felt bad. Yeah, it was lore mandated for everything that just happened to happen, but I still led her to where she had to go. And also, the girl? Was this thing a girl at one point? Am I gonna turn into one of those if I get caught? That's just something to keep in mind while hiding from her. Luckily Leon saves our ass. He's the GOAT for real. And now, we piss off into the compound for further torture. If we fast forward a bit, we meet a girl. Not the girl, a blind girl that's locked behind a glass wall along with the highest possible security level of the compound. You kinda start to feel bad for her. The entire compound has gone to shit and all the doctors and nurses have turned into zombies. And she's just left here all alone. So if we don't free this girl, who will? But let's be honest now, we didn't save Emily out of pure kindness. We needed her. Without her, we would not be able to find the third stone to get out of this compound. But Grace, she treats it like it is kindness. And that's where the game gets you again. But them sneaky devs at Capcom, they are clever. Therefore, the moment that you get the third piece from Emily, they show you what Grace is really like. Guilt is literally eating her alive. And from here on out, you don't just feel guilt, you feel responsibility. That's also why the first person works so well. You're not watching a character feel guilty, you feel guilty. Not just because you play as her, you led her to these exact points. No matter what route you took or what enemies you avoided, you brought Grace right here, and that responsibility makes her jump into a hole with no end in sight right after the monster. From this point onward, a very long sequence of events happen. Monster chases, near-death moments, a human meat grinder, and all of those moments are a perfect build-up to the worst scene of this game. We end up in this factory-esque area right after Emily got injured in a helicopter crash. These injuries, especially for a child, look very nasty, but Emily seems to be doing fine. Grace thinks the same, so she leaves Emily in the safe room and closes the door behind her, ready to kill the girl once and for all. Wait, remember how we found Emily in the eeriest possible conditions? Grace hasn't found that weird once, it seems. Oh, I hope it won't come back to bite her in the ass, like Grace does. After another long-ass gameplay sequence, she kills the girl. She turns her into slime as well. Damn. And the first thing she thinks of after finally escaping death is Emily. Or are they finally able to escape after so long? We tried so hard to save her and escape with her. And this is our reward? We saw that she was injured after the plane crash, yeah, but they made it seem like she was gonna be fine. This was really the moment that did it for me. Might as well just close the game now. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? She's alive. No way. She still got it. We still got it. We're gonna win. She was just dead and now she's transforming? What do you even do now as Grace?
No, that's Emily! It's Emily!
From this point onward, what's even the point? Grace even asked Emily if she wanted to escape with her.
Do you maybe want to leave with me?
And for what?
It's
Grace kinda gives up here. Vector appears again, but he has to do no hard work to convince her to come with him. This was the part where I realized, man, liking Grace, quite frankly, seemed like the wrong move. What has it really gotten me? 5 minutes of laughter, just for that 5 minutes to turn into hours of despair? Right here is a moment where the game finally gives us some peace in the form of not reminding us of Grace anymore and letting us have our fun with Leon. And after a bit of Leon gameplay, along with some Grace gameplay as well, we finally made it to the end. To add insult to injury, the first time around I got the bad ending, thinking it was the only ending. Watching the credit roll after seeing Leon die is something that I don't wish on anyone. You know what I do wish on everyone? The actual ending. Please indulge with me. First off, Leon and Grace survive everything. All I can say is GG's. But the best part, here, watch this clip. Words can't describe the joy I felt seeing Emily be alive. She also got her eyesight back for some reason. I guess after putting us through hell again and again, they thought we deserved a little bit of good. And after sitting in the main menu dumbfounded by the beauty of that final good cutscene, I thought about it again. This game introduces you to a new character, instantly shows you why you should like her, and then makes her go through hell and beyond. Sadistic as can be if you ask me, but hey, they still gave us a little treat in the form of a good end.